Congressman, we are concerned about the hearings that you called in Congress about the Muslim community and your recent calls for increased surveillance of Muslims after the recent Boston tragedy. We fear that clearly given that our houses of worship have already suffered recent hate crimes and there is a widespread climate of Islamophobia that affects our youth. We hope that your presence today indicates your willingness to engage with Muslim leaders in our district. When will you be ready to meet with us to discuss how we can work together?
Thank you. I have attempted to engage with Muslims over the years. In fact, the first trip I took as a member of Congress was to Bosnia on behalf of the Muslim community. I was one of the only members of the Republican Party who voted for the American effort in Bosnia and Kosovo, which was in support of Muslims against Orthodox Christians. So I think I've shown in the past my support for the Muslim community, but I'll be very honest with you. The fact is we do face a threat today which comes from a tiny percentage of the Muslim community of Islamic terrorism. That is the greatest threat facing our country today, and it comes from within the Muslim community. And to me, in the past, whenever we've been looking for groups, whether it was the Mafia in the Italian community, whether it was the Westies in the Irish community, we can go through the list of them, that's where the police focus. And I don't think that political correctness is going to keep us safer. I don't think there is a persecution of the Muslim community. I don't believe this is Islamophobia. There's 5 times more anti-Semitic incidents than there are anti-Muslim. There's many more anti-Christian incidents than there are anti-Muslim. All these incidents are bad. Everyone should be condemned. But the fact is, for instance, in Boston, where you had the 2 Chechens, when nobody in the mosque came forward to identify them, even though their pictures were shown on television. I spoke to the police later on. Those pictures are up there from Thursday afternoon into Friday morning, and yet nobody came forward to identify them and say they recognize them. I think there has to be more of a level of cooperation. But at the hearings I held, the majority of witnesses were Muslims, women, and minorities. And they were there, and there was, I would stand by those hearings. They were, despite what some elements of the media said, they were, I think, run extremely fairly and objectively. I don't expect everyone to agree with everything I said, but I didn't say anything that I considered to be anti-Muslim. I thought I was stating the reality that there is a threat coming from a certain number of people in that community, and that's where you focus. I mean, when they were going after the Mafia, they didn't go to Hibernian halls. I mean, that was the fact. They went to Little Italy, and that's where they went. I've been told to finish up, but I'll be happy to discuss this issue in greater length. But I do meet with members of the Muslim community. I've had extensive meetings with some, limited with others, but again, my door is always open.
Thank you.